Hi everybody, Mr. Marks here. It is time for our making meaning lessons for this week. And this week we're going to be reading some fables and thinking about theme. So go and get your teddy bears ready, your pet cat, your pet hamster, your Lego figures. Today I'll be using Kylo Ren and his alter ego, Ben Solo. Now, Ben doesn't talk, so you're going to have to read his words. Understand? Alright, we're going to get started. Let's go. Alright, let's start doing it. Kylo Ren talks a little like Batman. Okay, readers, this is now week 3 of Unit 8, our Read Aloud strategy lesson today. Your learning targets are to hear and discuss a story, visualize to understand and enjoy the story, think about the themes in the story, read independently for 25 minutes, give reasons for your thinking, such as the reason I think this is. So, with our distance learning adjustments, you'll have to go and get a partner to use to talk to, or yourself, or the wall, or your figures. So, when we stop to do turn and talks, go ahead and click pause on your computer or your TV or your cell phone and pause and think and talk about your thinking. So, alright readers, as we're getting ready to work together today, I just want to remind you that we have been working on explaining our thinking, and we'll be doing the same this week with the book called Fables, and that's written by Arnold Lobel, and you might know Arnold Lobel from the Frog and Toad series. So he's one of my favorite authors, and we'll be reading his Fables book. Now, fables were first popularized by Aesop, and a fable is a special type of story that uses animals as characters with an important theme or lesson about life. So you might know some fables such as the tortoise and the hare or the lion and the mouse. This is the part of the story we're going to be reading today. This is called Madame Rhinoceros and Her Dress. Now, during the first reading, and we'll read this twice, I want you to close your eyes and visualize the story as I read. Madame Rhinoceros saw a dress in the window of a shop. It was covered with polka dots and flowers. It was adorned with ribbons and lace. She admired it for a moment and then entered the shop. "That dress in the window," said Madame Rhinoceros to a salesperson. "I would like to try it on." Madame Rhinoceros put on the dress. She looked at herself in the mirror. "I do not think this dress is at all attractive on me," she said. "But Madame," said the salesperson, "you are completely wrong. This dress makes you look glamorous and alluring." "If only I was sure," said Madame Rhinoceros. "Ah, Madame," said the salesperson, "everyone who sees you wearing this dress will be filled with admiration and envy." "Do you really think so?" asked Madame Rhinoceros, turning around and looking in front of the mirror. "Absolutely," said the salesperson. "You have my word." "Very well," said Madame Rhinoceros. "I will buy the dress, and I will wear it now." Readers, what has happened in the story so far? Turn to your partners. Madame Rhinoceros is thinking about buying a dress, but isn't sure. "Very well," said Madame Rhinoceros. "I will buy the dress and I will wear it now." Madame Rhinoceros left the shop. As she walked up the avenue, she saw that people were smiling and laughing at her. Admiration, thought Madame Rhinoceros. She saw people who were shaking their heads and frowning. Envy, thought Madame Rhinoceros. She continued up the avenue. Everyone who saw her stopped and stared. Madame Rhinoceros felt more glamorous and alluring with every step. Readers, what do you picture in that movie in your mind? What is happening in the story? And how do you picture Madame Rhinoceros?
Madame Rhinoceros is not sure she looks good in the dress, but the salesperson convinces her to buy it.
Okay, readers, we're going to read this story a second time. Now, this time, I want you to start thinking about the theme that the author is trying to produce. That is, what message or life lesson can we learn from the rhinoceros in this story? Madame Rhinoceros and her dress. Madame Rhinoceros saw a dress in the window of a shop. It was covered with polka dots and flowers. It was adorned with ribbons and lace. She admired it for a moment and then entered the shop. "That dress in the window," said Madame Rhinoceros to a salesperson. "I would like to try it on." Madame Rhinoceros put on the dress. She looked at herself in the mirror. "I do not think this dress is at all attractive on me," she said. "But, madame," said the salesperson, "you are completely wrong. This dress makes you look glamorous and alluring." "If only I were sure," said Madame Rhinoceros. "Ah, madame," said the salesperson, "everyone who sees you wearing this dress will be filled with admiration and envy." "Do you really think so?" asked Madame Rhinoceros, turning around in front of the mirror. "Absolutely," said the salesperson. "You have my word." "Very well," said Madame Rhinoceros. "I will buy the dress, and I'll wear it now." Madame Rhinoceros left the shop. As she walked up the avenue, she saw that people were smiling and laughing at her. "Admiration," thought Madame Rhinoceros. She saw some people who were shaking their heads and frowning. "Envy," thought Madame Rhinoceros. She continued up the avenue. Everyone who saw her stopped and stared. Madame Rhinoceros felt more glamorous and alluring with every step. What lesson do you think people can learn from the rhinoceros in this story? Turn to your partner.
I think the lesson that should be learned is that you should trust your own thinking. The reason I think this is that Madame Rhinoceros knows the dress looks silly on her, but then the salesperson convinces her that it looks good.
Interesting. Thank you, guys. Okay, readers, it's time for your individualized daily reading for today. We are going to be transitioning to fiction, and we'll be thinking about visualizing. So, I want you to go back to Seesaw after you read, and I want you to tell your teacher what you read today and when did you visualize as you read. And Ben here is going to give you a couple sentence stems to help you with that. So you should be telling your teacher that what the name of the book is and the author, and also what you visualize in that movie in your mind. Kylo, would you like to do the honors as we finish up today?
Yes. For the next few weeks, you should be reading fiction. Off you go.
Bye, everybody.
If you're watching this on YouTube, click on the other links below and watch some cool videos, especially that from Mr. T. I've been doing sit-ups with Mr. T, and now I have an 8-pack